Well, hello, Pisces or Chinese year rabbit, mutable, beautiful water. This one's for you. It's your high priestess Maggie, and I hope you guys are doing amazing and having a wonderful Tuesday. Take what resonates from this reading. If it doesn't suit your journey line, lifeline, or storyline, let it go in one ear and out the other. We have the Empress, the Four of Pentacles, in the reverse, the Seven of Wands, and the King of Swords. Of course, the energies that are very prominent here are Capricorn in this card and this card, Aquarius and Leo. Then we have Libra, Chinese year dog, ox, monkey, and tiger. Can be a part of your chart, someone you are dealing with at this time, whatever it may be. The main energies that is pointing to me is the full moon in Capricorn happening on July 21st, the Leo season, as well as the next full moon in Aquarius, which will be on August 19th. So a lot of this energy is very, very keen to right now, and a couple, scheduled energies ahead. I don't like to say the word W-E-E-K anymore, so a scheduled energy is what that word is supposed to be now. So either way, there's something about nurturing and maybe a motherly energy, right? If you are with an Empress, you know that they're loving, they're sweet, they're empathetic, they're kind. If you are this Empress, this is the energy you're displaying. You're shedding some old skin at this time. You've been doing a lot to, heal things within yourself that have been holding you back. You're really good at sharing and giving to others. You have this ability to be just generous to a fault. There's a sensation though that you've had to really affirm some boundaries by doing this. As you know, people will definitely take advantage of anybody that they can that is so nice and has a hard time saying no. But I do feel like with the Seven of Wands, you've been defeating something, like in the sense you've been defeating anybody trying to come at you and use you in a wrong way. You are defending yourself very wisely. With the King of Swords, there's a lot of telepathy. I also feel like a sense of universal logic, not necessarily like what we would cause as a sense of like earthly logic and what all the human and man-made created thoughts all have been, but it's more of the actual universal thought, spiritual knowledge with the energy of the King of Swords that I'm seeing here. Now, there could be a couple, of course. You could be with someone at this moment. If you are the one with the Empress, you're coming as this King of Swords. If you are the Empress, you're with somebody who is like this King of Swords. They have this very high, intelligent being about them. So their soul is just very smart, intellectual, and intriguing. Because like the more knowledge somebody seems to have, the more wisdom they seem to share, the more interesting of a being they are. And especially for you, if you are the Empress. Now, if you're not, then you just know that you are the masculine Pisces, and this is how the feminine is seeing you at this time. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords on the bottom, so there's something about truth, clarity, clear-minded thoughts and thinking. So therefore, there's something really genuine about the situation. I want to see with the Mystic Love Oracle where this is pointing to. Let's see. There is an unexpected, all of a sudden moment that's about to take place, and I feel like it's huge about Leo season. Things are really about to turn around. Then we have snake, not what it looks like. Something is not what it looks like in the situation. Now, what we're going to find out what that is about, of course, because I feel like that's more of the warning in here that, of course, we need to pinpoint and figure out because we don't want anything going unseen, right? What's this snake? Not what it looks like, Spirit. Okay. We have sharing, clinging to the past and possibilities. Number 5 and 2, something about 52 or 25 to 52 years of age, of course. 1952 is the year of the dragon. We're in the year of the dragon currently. It's equivalent to Aries. 2025 next year will be the year of the snake. It's equivalent to Taurus's energy. That could be specific, Aries or Taurus, right? Maybe something to do with Mars or Venus energies too. Now, it could be life path number 5 or 2. It could be something to do with February or May. But this is telling me that it doesn't seem like what it looks like. I don't see it as actually a bad thing. Someone may seem like they're clinging to the past, but technically, because they're sharing a lot about things from the past, that doesn't mean that they're clinging. It just means that they're actually open to possibilities of knowing what they've learned to share. How other people that are probably stuck in the same similar situation can also find their way out of something from the past. Okay, so I feel like maybe it's just not what it looks like. There's just something here that somebody is talking about their past a lot. It seems like they're clinging, but really all they're doing is sharing, and they're also sharing the abilities and the strengths that they had to find within this to move forward. So whoever this is just trying to figure something out. With that snake, there's that Taurus energy of the Chinese year snake, and the Scorpio's energy is the Native American chart snake. So that could be specific in that, you know, Scorpio or Taurus's energy. This unexpected changes, we have a rebirth, we have patience, and we have celebration. So that's actually amazing. Numbers 10, 7, and 3. Something about 37 to 73. Also in this sense, the Leo's energy of the lion, I was definitely feeling that. The 7 of Wands with the unexpected all of a sudden changes. Definitely a rebirth. Definitely during Leo season. There's a lot of things to deal with the celebration energy, which number 3 in this card deck being like it reminds me and resembles the 3 of Cups would be a Cancer's energy. So during Cancer season, a lot of this could be starting right with the number 7, patience. Could be also something to do with 7th house with the Venus of Libra. 3rd house is Gemini. 10th house is Capricorn. Something to do with the full moon in Capricorn is very significant during this time. It could be something for most of you. It could be like up to 3 to 10 days. All of you are going to be on a different timeline. All of you are going to receive things differently and at different times. So all of you just remain patient with what is to come, because there's a huge celebration, and it comes with the fact that you have made a full transformation. Okay, so we're going to tap a little bit more into this. 1973 and 1937 are both year of the ox, which is Capricorn's energy. So like that again, like I said, there's something to do with the full moon, Capricorn. Maybe I should get you a moonology manifestation anyway, just to see what the message from the universe could potentially be for you, for Pisces. Embrace the flow of life and go for it. Gemini, full moon, and new moon Aries. Okay, horse or dragon, of course, but it's time to embrace the flow of life and go for it, whatever it is for you. Cool your emotions is on the bottom. Okay, let's keep going. It's time to be strong and courageous. Okay, manifestations, communication. Maybe you'll take a leap of faith that you've been stagnant on for quite some time. You are getting some information and gaining some new perspectives by maybe being withdrawn or in hermit mode, but there's a completion to the situation. The one that wanted to come out is the Tower and the reversal, so it has been delayed for quite some time, but it's time for it to happen. That could be why this unexpected change is happening. 2 of Cups about love. There's options in love. It's like you get to choose the right one for you. There's been injustices, multiple injustices in the past. You've had to persevere. You had to be a warrior. The Chariot's coming out, so there is time for you to take action. When you have this unexpected all of a sudden thing that comes to be, this is when you'll be taking the action you need. As the Chariot is also a number 7, so in that sense, be patient for it to arrive, and you'll be celebrating this rebirth, okay? But you'll be overcoming an obstacle that's going to be unexpected on your part, but you're going to be very happy. With that being the Chariot and Cancer's energy too, it's a lot to say that this energy for the currency is happening now. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with the Tower in the reverse. The Leo's energy again. Sagittarius is rat, and Aries again is a dragon, right? We're in dragon year, so a lot of this energy with dragon being part of the situation, Aries being all around this whole entire year because of Chinese year dragon equivalency. That's just pointing to me, Leo season, dragon year, you know, Aquarius full moon, Capricorn full moon, Libra is the opposite sign of Aries, so there's a sense there could be some challenges, but all of these challenges are obvious to be overcome with the Chariot being there. So whatever had been feeling delayed is about to turn around. And there's been a lot of sadness, a lot of emotion. You could be feeling a lot of other people's emotions nonetheless too, okay? Just a lot of people are all over the place, and there's a lot of chaos and heavy feelings. Okay, and it could be putting a damper on not just your day, but others as well. And that's the thing, is just you trying to, maybe that's where the Hermit came through, and you've been just trying to allow yourself to kind of collect yourself without all the other energies pertaining or conditioning or trying to project to you on what you're trying to do with your life and the reality that you're creating. So the Seven of Cups came through as the Scorpio's energy. There are multiple possibilities that are going to happen. Like, I just feel like even if you're one person, there's like 3 different things that are going to happen when this tower is turning around and allowing something to be upheaved. Okay, so like there's an upheaval taking place, and there's going to be multiple different types of them for all of you. You're just going to be experiencing different things, and it's just saying to be strong during this time, be courageous, because I saw the strength in the reverse earlier, and it's just being in my mind tells me to tell you just to be strong during the time of feeling like everything could be falling apart. Just know it's for the better. Okay, it's panning out for you in the way that it's supposed to. Whatever you've been manifesting, whatever you've been praying for, whatever you've been visualizing, all of these things have to fall into place. And to be able to have what you've been manifesting, to be able to have what you've been visualizing, you have to get out of a comfort zone. And that comfort zone is just going to start to shake around you. Everything's going to start going crazy. And you really should know, like, that's getting to the point where you want it to be, though. So you should be happy. You should be confident. You should be like, you know what? I know for a fact that this wouldn't be happening if I wasn't getting closer. So therefore, that's just a better, mindset to keep about it. There's been a lot of disappointments in your life. People have been watching you that have disappointed you, by the way. These people have codependencies on your energy. They could be ex-lovers. They could just be ex-people that you cared about at one point. You know a lot. You're a grounded individual. You're a down-to-earth individual. These people can't stand to see you do better and love yourself. Clarity. Clear. Crystal clear energy. Let's see. You have the Page of Pentacles. You've been definitely excelling. There's been some things you've been setting goals, trying to make plans to get to these goals, being grounded within the situation and centered nonetheless, right? With the Page of Pentacles. It'd be all earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the Capricorn full moon is like a rewarding energy, as a sense that in the moonology messages for the full moon in Capricorn, it's the end of a tough cycle is nearing its end. Like, it's finally coming to an end. So there is something about you getting all of this knowledge and processing many things and observing and understanding and getting to deeper levels. It's just going to be finally over with the negative, with the toughness, and a new beginning starts to begin. And it's just like you've been prepping yourself for this new beginning. In the first place, you will have so much more like availability to just kind of go with the flow when it happens. Okay, you'll feel really good. You'll kind of have a sense of your angels were listening to you, and that's kind of like a recognition. So you'll feel recognized by your spirit team, and that just gives you a sense of peace. That's what I'm feeling with that specifically. The world. So yeah, there is a sense of completion here. I mean, there's been a feeling of split decision, divided loyalty, where you feel like you didn't have all the information to really make a choice or make a specific decision. But then again, I feel like, there was just a lack of something, and it was a repetitive cycle, and there could have been a thought, a projection that was trying to make you deceive you out of being able to make a decision, which kept repeating itself. Okay, now it's time to just take that leap of faith, regardless of what you've been feeling. Many things will turn around. The Wheel of Fortune is there. Yeah, definitely knowing that this is a sense of good luck. You've been carrying a lot of burden. 10 of Wands, okay? This is a time to release it. You've been trying to love yourself after some karmic relationships that set you back and made you feel a lack of progress. And they could have been with people who were very immature, people who were very aggressive. Maybe you always felt like you could fix them. Oh, I see why they're, so angry and aggressive. There's just an emotional person. Let me see if I can get in there. And for a fact, it was a karmic, like you learned some of the things you needed to, but it did burden you and it did drain you. And it did make you feel like all the responsibility was put on you. It could even been like major love, like major responsibilities because of love, like added to your shoulders. Like you were all of a sudden having potty train, or all of a sudden you had to, take care of not just maybe like babysitting children, but you're babysitting your own partner pretty much. It wasn't like a mutual thing. where both of you were mature and responsible and, you know, could actually have good conversation. Instead, you were always listening to this person complain, you know, then if they didn't understand something you were saying, you know, they make it all about them and they just be a big baby about it, you know, and it was just really, it took a toll on you. There was a lot of dissent, there was a lot of disarray. It made you feel very imbalanced. And yeah, you couldn't stand that anymore. And I could see that for a fact. You just felt that maybe it was a long distance relationship for some of you with the 3 wands in reverse, but it just didn't seem to work. There was like a feeling of disappointed with the choice of even trying to make this work. So you've been trying to love yourself because of all these, you know, decisions you made in your past. It's not like you're trying to regret everything. You're just trying to learn what you need to learn from it. A spiritual awakening and an emotional one too. There is something about you guys seeing that there was a lot of careless energies, you know, that you try to care for, but now you're just trying to have happiness and trying to keep your happiness at a level of unattainability, so that other people can't just come in and disturb it, right? So if you don't really talk about how happy you are all the time, people can't, you know, be jealous and then send that negative wave your way, or just why is it her and not me, that kind of energy, you know what I mean? You made the right judgment call on some karmic people in your past. That's what I see with these two together. Virgo energy was definitely a challenge, but it's like something you definitely had to do to overcome something. The Temperance in the reverse just says, hey, this was all karmic. This was all lessons. Yes, there was a lot of imbalanced and definitely disharmonious. You know, it wasn't the greatest, but you made the call. You made the judgment call. You reflected what you needed to within that person, seeing what they needed to see, you know, with a reflection of themselves from you, and also vice versa, which you were, you know, were reflected back to from this person you were with. There could have been traits of personality that you didn't like in this person, but you realized that there were certain similar traits in you. And because of the reflection, you did everything you could to become a better version of you and to not be like that. And that made everything better in your path, right? That's the knowledge you needed. That's the understanding. That's the lesson. You got to figure it out. You couldn't handle that person's attitude anymore because it was no longer a part of you anymore. You know what I mean? So boom, all of a sudden separated. So now you're onto something new, and you've been doing as much as you can to really take care of it and shed the old completely. Okay, so either way, let's get a few messages. Time for a change, new environment, haircut, hair color, new clothes or wardrobe, new hat, new sunglasses, time to move maybe. Not all of you are going to, but necromancy magic, practice of communicating with the dead, especially in order to foretell the future. And messages. Allow your mind to flourish and continue to develop furthermore knowledge. You are blossoming beautifully. Multiply comprehensiveness. Expand worldwide awareness. Do well and affirm your cognition. How you and others think is unique and compromise is needed, and judge less. I hope you enjoyed this, Pisces. You guys are amazing. I'll see you guys again soon. Have a beautiful rest of your day.